All right, Coach Britt. First off, welcome to the C3. This is your first year here.
Yes, sir.
Life University. You guys are located here in Georgia. Where at?
Marietta, Georgia.
Marietta, how far?
15 minutes outside of downtown Atlanta.
Oh, it's that close?
Yes, sir.
I did not know that. So this is just a quick trip for you.
Yeah, it was about a 45-minute trip for me. It wasn't that bad. With traffic, it'd be about an hour to an hour and a half. But since I came early this morning, it was an easy 45-minute drive for me.
So not bad.
No, sir.
And then, okay, so the big thing with Life University is you have a lot of people who study medicine, correct?
Yes,
it's
sir.
It's like pre-medicine biology type deal, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're in an NAIA school.
Yes, sir.
You recently went from Mike Miller, who's an NCAA finalist. He was your head coach. Now you have a new head coach. What has your transition been like for Life University?
Oh, man. Having Coach Acosta at the program has been amazing for the program. He took what was already a growing program and just took it beyond what it can be, and then even it's still growing. His recruiting ability and his teaching ability, putting it all into one, it's turning Life University's program into an easy top 3 school every year if we don't win it in the next 2 years.
So you guys are in NAIA, and you're with Grandview's in NAIA.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so that's your,
we're going to be in contention with Grandview next year and the years after.
You think you guys can do it?
Oh, yes, sir. I fully believe with the recruits he has coming in and Coach Acosta's ability to coach, along with the assistant coaches we have, chaining everybody's minds together, putting everything together, we'll eventually dethrone Grandview. I'm in full belief of that.
I love your confidence is great. In recruiting, that's this whole thing we're doing here.
Yes, sir.
This is recruiting. First off, great technique, by the way. I liked a lot of your single leg finishes, and it was solid technique. But what are you guys? What is Life University and NAIA school in Georgia? What are you looking for when you come to the C3 Common? You're sitting over here not showing technique this session. You get to watch Coleman Scott. That's great.
Yes, sir.
What are you looking for? What is a Life University athlete?
I'm looking for the guys that are looking at the little details. The little details that Coach Scott is pointing out that they're missing. They're sitting there teaching themselves, okay, I'm missing this little detail. Once I hit this, then I'll not be able to knock this move out and I'll be able to make it my own. So once they figure out the little details, that's when I know that they're looking deep into the wrestling aspect, and that's how I know that they're learning and willing to learn. Kids that aren't that are just going out there and going through the motions, they're not willing to learn. I want the guy that wants to teach himself and see the little details that he needs to learn.
Academically, obviously, if it's a lot of people doing pre-med biology, it's academically a solid school.
Yes, sir. We have the #1 chiropractic program in the world, if you're into that, once you go into the doctorate program. But we do also offer undergrad degrees that aren't chiropractic. We have the #1 exercise science program in the Southeast. We also have a business administration program. You can major in biology. We also have a psychology program as well. So you have a range of different degrees you can major in, and they're also growing. The more athletes we add in, the more majors we're also adding in as well.
Did you go to Life?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I went for 3 years.
And did you wrestle all years?
Yes, sir.
What was your best finish?
My best finish, I never qualified for nationals. I was always that one match to get to nationals, and I couldn't get above that hump. But I was a starter for all 3 years that I was there. I started at 133, 141, and 125. So the guys that were above me, my sophomore year, the guy that was above me at 33, All-American. My junior year, the guy that was above me at 141, he All-American. And last year, the guy that was above me at 125, he All-American.
What do you think it is about, a lot of people think you got to be, an NCAA champ or an Olympic champ to be a good coach. I obviously don't feel like that's what you need to be. What do you think you can do better as a coach that maybe you fell short of as an athlete?
I put a lot of passion into the sport. The output that I put into it, I feel like kids and athletes, not just kids, like men, mold into it, and they see my passion and they want to learn from me. So they take the advice that I'm giving them, and it helps them learn at a higher rate than as opposed to some coaches don't show the amount of passion that other coaches show. So it makes it harder for kids to want to learn from them.
You guys offer men's and women's wrestling at Life University.
Yes,
what
sir.
is the women's roster like, and do you have the same head coach for both, or do you have different head coaches?
We have a full-time women's head coach. Her name is Ashley Sword. She's a Florida resident as well. She was on the Olympic ladder at one point for women's wrestling. She's doing great things with their program. She's building their program. They're going into their 4th season. We've had 2 All-Americans. We just had one that All-American her 2nd time in a row, and she's got the potential to All-American 4 years in a row. So she's doing great things for the program, and the recruits that Coach Ashley is bringing in is going to be a great thing for the women's program. So we have 2 full-time coaches for each staff.
What's that like? working parallel with the women's program. Do you like that?
Yeah, I enjoy it. The only thing is they wrestle freestyle. We wrestle folk style. So it doesn't really, like, sometimes it correlates, sometimes it doesn't. They do their own thing and we do our own thing, but we motivate each other and try to help each other grow as much as we can.